What's up guys, Student Dr. Thompson here. Today I'm going to do an in-depth review of Notability for iPad. It's an annotation and note-taking tool that comes in handy in medical school. So let's jump right in. Alright guys, so I have Notability pulled up in the App Store. It's currently $1.99, which is pretty cheap compared to two of its main competitors. Goodreader is $4.99 and iAnnotate is $9.99. But don't let that cheap price make you think that it's a cheap app or that it can't handle what you need it to do. Let's check out some of its features. The first thing you'll notice over here on the left is this organization system. It's not very robust, but it does the job. Neuroscience 1 would be a category, and Neuroscience Quarter 3 Block 1 would be a subject. And that's about as deep as you can go. I can't create a folder within Neuroscience Quarter 3 Block 1, but I can create as many subjects inside of the category as I need, if that makes sense. Like I could have Neuro Q3B1, Q3B2, Q3B3 all in their own little folders. So I can't do a folder within a folder within a folder is what I'm saying. The next thing, let's go ahead and check out some of the tools. This is a PDF document. If you had a Word document, a PowerPoint, or an Excel document, and you opened it up in Notability, it would convert it to a PDF, which is pretty good because other apps simply let you read the Word documents, but you can't annotate a Word document, and you can't edit a Word document, so it does you no good. The first tool I want to go over is this T for text. It allows you to basically type. You can do it with a virtual keyboard, or you can do it with a Bluetooth keyboard, in which case the virtual keyboard would disappear and you'd have all that screen real estate. One thing I like about this is you can set favorite fonts, styles, sizes, and colors. So these little hearts over here allow me to quickly change to a different text and so forth. So that's pretty nice, especially if you've got a PowerPoint presentation with a blue background and the green isn't showing up so well, you can switch to the red pretty quickly. That's another main point about Notability is it's just really fluid. You can change between tools really quickly. This is the Handwriting Tool, so you can write right on it. It doesn't look too good like that because I have the size of it so small, but you know, I can write. One of the things I like about this is I can do this little button down on the bottom right hand corner and I can zoom in. I can change the size of this zoom box, and then if I wanted to add a little note here, I could add a note right here, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the handwriting. Now the thing I didn't show you is this palm guard. I can set this palm guard down here so whenever I'm touching within this space, it's not writing. So I can rest my palm right on there and scribble something there. Highlighting is pretty quick, and I use this most often because the teachers are talking so fast and they've got all the text already written there. I don't usually have to add any notes, which seems pretty odd. But I can, quickly change the color for emphasis. So of the three tools I've just shown you, I use highlighting the most, I scribble some handwriting in second most, and I use text very rarely. And again, that is because most of the words are already on the page. I just need to show, myself when I go over it again what the teacher was emphasizing. The erase button is nice because if I don't like any of those annotations, I can quickly erase them. And this cut and paste is pretty sweet because I can, just like it sounds, I can cut and drag that over there, or scroll down several pages and paste it there. So that's that. The next thing I want to show you is this microphone icon. The microphone allows you to record the teacher's lecture. Now in medical school, usually your lectures are recorded for you, but occasionally you'll be broken down into smaller groups where the recording device isn't set up, so that comes in handy where you can record the lecture that's taking place. The plus button here allows you to add media. You can add a photo from your photo library. You can take a photo right within this app and paste it onto the screen. Comes in handy when a teacher has made last-minute changes to the PowerPoint presentation that you downloaded, so now the downloaded version on your iPad is out of date. They've got an extra slide up there. Well, you just snap a photo of that, and then you've got that captured, as opposed to trying to remember what was on the slide that they didn't have in their PowerPoint. The final button on this page is this button here in the corner. It's a pretty good navigation tool. It's got everything you need. You can search for any of the words on the document. It'll pull up all the pages that contain that word. You can scroll through the pages pretty quickly and jump. Some teachers will give you a 300-page syllabus or handout, and it's handy to make bookmarks on those pages so that you can then go to this bookmark tab and jump to those bookmarks. So all in all, navigation is pretty simple, pretty intuitive. I like it. Let's go back to the home page here. 2 buttons left to go are this import. You can import from a lot of different services. And then this export or share button, you can share it to a lot of different services. You can email this to a friend. You can email it in PDF or the actual format of Notability, so that when they get it, they can change the annotations. Every option you can think of, they've thought of. Now, one thing I point your attention to is this open in another app. The developers took a lot of time to add this feature here. It's really nice because your iPad can now talk to these, or Notability can communicate with iBooks, or I don't have Goodreader pulled up in here, but sometimes I'll pull this document up in Goodreader because Goodreader's got some pros of its own that I'll mention here. So that's really, pretty much any option you need to import or export, you've got it. The last button on the bottom shows you the settings. You can go through these settings and pretty much change anything the way you want it. The one I really like is this Ignore iOS Sleep Timer. When that's on, the screen will not dim or try to fall asleep on you while you're studying, a complex set of information. The only bad thing is if you fall asleep, then your iPad, if it's in Notability, will stay on and your battery life will go down. So overall, pros and cons. I really like that it's simple. I really like in here that it's infinite scrolling as opposed to loading one page at a time. I like that it syncs with pretty much everyone. I like that it's the best handwriting app that I've ever seen, and it's very intuitive, simple to use. Cons are this folder system isn't that good here. I would like that to be a little bit beefier, folder within a folder within a folder. And Goodreader allows you to put tabs. It has like a tab section up here, and that's really nice because you can toggle back and forth between the PowerPoint and the PDF a lot quicker than going back out to this main screen, switching, if that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. I plan on doing the same thing for Goodreader.